An Alabama woman could face charges if police determine she lied about her disappearance. Carlee Russell disappeared near Birmingham last Thursday after she said she stopped to help a toddler on the side of a highway. She turned up safe at home 2 days later. She claimed she was abducted by a man and forced into a car. Now authorities are questioning her story. Investigators say before her disappearance, Russell Googled Amber Alerts, how to take money from a register without getting caught, and the movie Taken. They also say there are other details that don't add up.
So there you have it. What is your opinion? Do you think Carlee Russell is going to do jail time? Do you think Carlee Russell is the female Juicy Smollett? What is your opinion? Leave that in the comment section.
I think it's highly unusual to the day that someone gets kidnapped, that 7 hours or 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very strange, yes. To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, without crying, without any just moving down. It's just very hard for me to understand. The area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse.
So this is the statement that Carlee Russell's boyfriend is asking people to stop bullying her amid the suspicion. This is an article by the New York Post, and this is what Carlee Russell's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend had to say. He wants people to stop cyberbullying her. He feels like the wig jokes can play an effect on her mental health. So the boyfriend is asking people to stop harassing her online and asking more and more people, including those in her hometown, to that suspect the claims are a hoax, to pretty much stop, to think about her mental health, as it states here in the article. She doesn't deserve that. Nobody deserves to be cyberbullied. You know, Russell, a 25-year-old nursing student, vanished, as you hear, July 13, and she's reported to 911 that she's seen a child dressed in a T-shirt and diaper walking along the highway. Comes to find out, it was 600 feet, or it was basically 6 football fields that she drove, claiming to be following this toddler, which is just not really realistic. She promised police that she would remain along the side of that highway. So she suddenly reappeared at her home 2 days later, claiming that she had been abducted and held captive. But police say her accounts of what happened is not lining up with just the evidence, you know. People got to remember, okay, so now the wig has dominated the conversation surrounding Russell's disappearance, online and offline, and is the key. They're saying that, you know, she was several hairstylists, wig experts, and salon patrons in Russell's hometown, all of whom are black, told the Post that the wig immediately triggered suspicion that something seemed off. Even before Russell reappeared, she would have certainly worn that wig at work, and it's unimaginably that she would have taken it off in the car. It would be like someone taking their underwear, they said. This is everything that's coming out. It is a custom fitted, and it takes 10 to 15 minutes to remove, as it is actually glued to the scalp in some places. Custom wigs can cost as much as $800 to $200 at the bare minimum, they said. That was when the majority of Birmingham was like, she's lying. That's when it was split down the middle, where there was those that believed her and those that thought she was lying. It was the wig hairstylist, Kyra Jonah, 23, from Hoover, told the Post. First of all, your wig is going to be secured. Second, if somebody's taking you, they're going to try to cause at the least attention. They're not going to, leave the wig on the side of the road. Whenever it happened, We were in shock, but once we saw the wig, we just knew that wig was left behind. We don't do that. We don't do that, people. We're talking about, she said. So this is what's surrounding the Carlee Russell story.
Investigators also believe Russell stole a bathrobe and toilet paper from her job.
At approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Taziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel, up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. and at 10:44 p.m. on July 15th. The Hoover 911 center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to her arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back.
Okay, orange hair with a big bald spot. That sounds like Krusty the Clown. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. This is getting weird.
The 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded, but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock.
So there you have it. What is your opinion? Do you think Carlee Russell is going to do jail time? Do you think Carlee Russell is the female Jussie Smollett? Jussie Smollett. What is your opinion? Leave that in the comment section. Do you think this is one big hoax for her to get attention from her boyfriend or her ex-boyfriend from the world? Do you think Carlee has any type of mental health issues where, she may suffer from some type of psychosis? What is your opinion? Because I really think that this is a bizarre story. I think it's unfortunate when people use the resources of the state to pretty much for personal reasons, and it's not genuine or pure, because when a real incident happens, then you just never know how they're going to look at the next young black girl or the next girl in general, black or white, that's abducted. Is this another Carlee Russell? That's what the world is going to ask themselves. And police and the government, they may be a little reluctant to just deploy all of their resources. What is your opinion? Do you think Carlee Russell is going to do jail time? Now, what I will say is this. I think it's important to also look at previous tweets. N-words will risk everything for H's, strip, etc. It's pitiful. You think you have a bond with someone until they show you never did. My job is really starting to get on my nerves. Everyone wants to feel wanted. This proves that she was seeking attention, and this is also, it shows her mental state. It's best for Carlee Russell to continue to not talk, because if she talks, it's over. So I think she's doing the right thing by not talking. Contributed to her mental health. Say, I can't talk. I've been through so much trauma. I can't talk. That's her best bet, because what they do not know it will probably help her. If she starts talking, she's going to dig herself a deeper ditch. And if you the bed that you make, you got to lay in it. So with that being said, this is King Messiah. Leave your opinion in the comment section. Is Carlee Russell going to go to jail for this? Is Carlee Russell innocent, or was this a hoax? I want to hear from you all. Thank you for supporting all of the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It's completely free. And we're building independent media that's going to be talking about the stories that you want to hear. Over and out.